We're here with junior infielder and pitcher Anders Engberg, head coach Bob Rients, and senior pitcher Josh Taran. Coach, just to start off, kind of a big big week coming up for you guys. 8 games and some big non-conference opponents.
Definitely. We're going to find a lot of things out, I think, about the majority of our roster, actually the whole roster that's going down to Florida. 8 games in 5 days, a lot of opportunities. We'd love to be able, in a situation we come back, having a lot of answers from a coaching staff standpoint, so we can start off on the right foot conference-wise, knowing that it's going to be highly contested throughout the conference schedule here in the springtime.
2 of the positions that you guys haven't quite locked up, at least in preseason, catching and then all 3 outfield positions. Talk about what your kind of hopes are for those 2 positions this weekend.
Well, I think actually Josh would like to be considered in the mix for the outfield, but he's going to focus in on left-handed pitching. Definitely outfield, we're going to still make sure that we get a lot of guys' opportunities there. And hopefully, like I said, at the end of the trip, we're going to have some answers there as far as a core group of outfielders that'll give us the best opportunity when we hit conference play to be successful. Behind the plate, we'll probably stick with a rotation of Jordan Smith and Joe Kopis back there, with Joe hopefully being able to log a majority of the innings, knowing that Jordan's going to be on the mound a couple times in our 8 games down there. So, and if need be, we're going to have a couple guys, maybe a couple new guys, step in behind the plate and maybe relieve Joe and Jordan a little bit back there throughout the 8 games.
All right. Anders, team got off to a pretty good start, especially the first 3 games you guys played. Hit the ball around pretty well. How do you kind of build off of that in this upcoming week?
Well, I mean, coming into this season, we had new bats to use, and I think the opening weekend is going to be a good platform for us to build on the rest of the year, knowing what the technology is going to be like, what the ball is going to feel like off the bat and whatnot. And as long as we, stay disciplined at the plate, swinging at early in the count, swinging at fastballs and laying off the off-speed stuff, I think we'll transition really well into Florida.
Okay. Some tougher competition coming in. You've got Florida Southern, ranked 22 right now. They started the season ranked, I believe, 3, 7-5 now, and then also a Division I team like Butler. Are you excited to see some top pitching like that?
Absolutely. I mean, it's always fun to test yourself against the best that the leagues have to offer. Like you said, Florida Southern was ranked 2nd or 3rd or whatever they were earlier in the year, and we saw them last year, and the pitching they had was very good, comparable to what we have in our conference, if not as good as what we have in our conference. But I think it's just exciting as college baseball players to test ourselves against the best competition possible.
Okay. And Josh, especially against Butler, I mean, they've got 2 guys hitting over 400 right now against other Division I opponents. As a late innings, kind of a top flight lefty guy coming in late innings, do you kind of look forward to seeing one of those guys in a matchup and challenging them, or?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the biggest thing you look forward to. End of the game, you want to be in there, hopefully facing their best hitters, and just being aggressive and challenging them, going right at them, and seeing who can be better on their best day.
How important is it to see this kind of tough competition early in the season to help you kind of take steps towards moving to be a kind of a dominant force in the conference season?
Oh, this is huge. I was excited when the schedule came out this year, seeing the level of competition we're going to play down there. It's huge for everyone, especially the younger guys. See that level of intensity and competition. It really helps out come later in the year when it's playoff time.
Okay. And it is a non-conference game, but you do also get to see a conference opponent in Crookston. Coach, is it nice to see them in extra time, or is it just kind of one of those abnormal things
kind of abnormal scheduling deal, knowing that the timing that we have our spring break is normally towards the tail end of a lot of programs throughout the nation at our level, and so there isn't as many teams down there. I think if you would ask the Crookston coach and the players there in their program, that they would love to see us just in the conference schedule. Same with us. Mm-hmm. We would like to keep it within our normal schedule, but that's what we have there to play. We'll make sure that we finish our schedule down there in Florida on a good note, no matter who we play. So, all said and done, hopefully things are going to be pointing in the right direction when we start conference play when we get back up here at the end of March.
All right, Anders and Josh, one last question for each of you, I guess. A lot of baseball. You're going to be playing game, but you will get a little bit of off time, a little bit of free time in the hotel. Have you guys made any plans for how you're going to spend that?
I'm just kind of excited to see the sun. I think it's been about 5 months since the sun's come out in Duluth, so I'm excited to get outside and just hang out.
I'm going to be the total opposite. I'm going to stay away from the sun as much as I can. Stay in the shade. Wear some sunscreen, that's for sure.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.